We're just gonna warm up here with some incline push-ups. We'll do 3 sets of 10 on those, nice and easy, just to get your muscles warmed up. Start with something relatively light. We'll start going up in 5s. We might go a little heavier this time, even depending on how we feeling, and do some reps of 3, just to kind of really push that strength, especially since now you got my dog on the creatine now, jacked, you know what I'm saying? Just so that you can really get the benefits of that. And then like normal, we'll go back down in our ladder, push the reps. Only difference is, instead of having set reps, as we get closer to the end, we're gonna really burn it out to failure. Like to make sure you're not back here, that put your shoulders at risk. Go ahead and tuck them in just a little bit. You can come down, have a slight arch so that you get a nice contraction on that chest, and then explode up. Not really focusing on speed for these first few reps, more so focusing on coming down nice and slow, getting a good contraction, getting nice and warmed up, since we're gonna push a little heavy today.
How many?
Just 5. Third set, it should be starting to get a little bit heavy. We're probably gonna still do 5 reps for our next 2 sets, and then after that, we'll start going down to heavy 3s, and then we'll start working our way down the ladder. And carrying the dumbbells over is the hardest part.
It's a workout too.
Yeah, heavy farmer's carry.
Oh yeah.
Rapid firing those first 3 sets. That's part of the reason that one was a little tough. So we'll get a good...
We didn't have enough rest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We'll get a good 2-3 minute break, especially since we're getting ready to push heavy, and then we'll get ready to fire.
I struggled to get it up.
Yeah, and then you're gonna be surprised. You're gonna go up and it's gonna be lighter the next set just because of the rest. One thing I always tell people, like, we talk about progressive overload. There's a lot of ways to progressively overload besides just raising the weight each week. You know what I mean? You can shorten the rest time. You can increase the reps. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of ways to make a workout harder. Spotter is not necessary for this, especially obviously if you're lifting alone. If you want to go to those heavy 3s though, I recommend it just because with dumbbell bench, when you first get it up and that weight's really heavy, you might be able to load a lot more on your chest than your shoulders can handle. So you run the risk of letting your shoulder fall off to the side with the weight, which can be bad. So even if you don't necessarily need that spot to keep you going up, somebody to help you keep it in line on that initial raise, and then also to make sure that you're not bending your wrist too much. You know what I mean? There's a lot of wrist, elbow, shoulder. They can't necessarily hold as much weight as your chest can push, if that makes any sense.
Oh, yeah.
So having a spotter is just a good way to be safe. Look at that. I ain't even doing that. Yes, sir. Oh, just finish that. Go ahead, one more. Easy money. You see how mental it is too? It was almost like you ain't had it at first. I barely tapped your wrist and you started pushing that thing.
Yeah.
That's the other thing about having a spotter. A lot of times you're able to push more weight than you might normally do by yourself. It's just mental.
Yeah.
You say your body will push a lot farther than you think it can. What it is, the brain wants so badly to protect you, right?
Yeah,
because there's something that's a stressor that's hurting you. So that alarm goes, hey, no, I don't need to put it. But by pushing past that, what you now force the body to do is say, okay, I need to recover strong enough to handle that stressor the next time.
Yeah.
That's how you actually get stronger. All right, I'm gonna get you to spot me on this one. What I'm mostly worried about for me is what I talked about before, because you know I've had my shoulders. Yeah, I'm not too worried about everything else, but sometimes when I come back, like on that last one, I felt my shoulder trying to.
Right.
So
keep it in alignment.
Yeah, once I get pushing, I'm usually straight. Oh yeah.
Ain't no noodles. There you go.
What you just said, that's what I love about pushing all out, and that's what's great about working out with a partner. It's hard to do that by yourself.
Oh yeah, I would have been like, hey.
Yeah, because you don't want to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
But when you really go all out, it's like that. that adrenaline rush, that fight or flight, because your body doesn't know what's happening, right? Your body doesn't know you working out. Your body's like, yo, something is trying to crush me. Let me, everything that I have.
Fight against it.
That's what I love about that heavy back squat so much. Literally putting some metal on your back, just going. So this will be the last set, going up the ladder, and we'll take a little break, and we'll head back down the ladder, and then we'll move on to movement number 2. Whew. I'm gonna rock out the 110s. So for the people, I usually don't go too heavy on dumbbell bench even because I had a lot of shoulder injuries in the past. This is me kind of steadily working my way back up after the stabilizers. So this is actually gonna be a PR weight for me right now.
One more. Good.
Had to make sure I went low enough. Ain't no half reps in this thing. Yeah. Probably could even go heavier, but like I said, even though my chest feels ready, my shoulders don't, so that's important. Make sure that every joint in your body is ready for you to keep going up or you'll do more harm than good. That lets me know next workout, I can start working my way up. Now we're gonna work down the ladder. We actually gonna go ahead and hit your first set. Whew. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta, that's how I was with that squat yesterday, like.
We should have more than enough on this.
But see, when you get done, it feel like nothing can stop you though.
Yeah.
Because you push past literal weight, and it don't matter how much you complain, it don't matter how much you don't like it, the weight is gonna be the weight. You can feel how you wanna feel about 100 pounds. 100 pounds is 100 pounds. That's what I love about it. You can do more than 10. Going down the ladder, you really wanna stick with it, because what we're really trying to do is get extreme exhaustion. Like that's where you're gonna get the most growth. It's almost like you can't think about it. That's where I mess up at. I be trying to tell people the brain is powerful. So if you give yourself an opportunity to think about it, you probably are gonna find a convenient excuse.
Yeah, that's what happens when you think about working out by yourself. I'm like, no.
Yeah, because if I was by myself right now, I'd find any excuse. I did a lot of reps, you know what I'm saying? But when there's no negotiation, that's the beauty of having a coach or a trainer, right? I even have people in my life who are like coaches in spaces like you, like my boy Sai.
Right.
And in this case, I've learned to be my own coach. Just now, I started to make an excuse, and then I said, dog, the workout was set before you even got here. There's no negotiation. Do the set. Right. Do the set.
Just like how you tell your players, right?
Yeah. Don't think about it. It's not. Oh, maybe we're gonna. No. Do the weight. That's right. That's how you. It's discipline. Yeah. I'm at this point, I'm on my BS now. I ain't even think about whether I'm gonna do the set. I'm thinking about whether I'm gonna do 15 or 20.
Hey.
You feel me?
$16. 18, 2 more. Okay.
You already know how we rock with the cables. We push extremely hard on our dumbbell bench because we don't need to go as heavy on the cables. This is more of to feel the stretch and to feel the burn. So I like to do my first 2 sets of 15. Really focus on locking those elbows, let the movement be more so at the shoulder joint. And try to, like you're bringing the elbows together. Feel that squeeze. Oh yeah, you got it.
Sorry.
No, you fine.
You didn't smile. You didn't smile?
Huh?
You didn't smile?
No.
Yeah, come a little closer.
Sorry.
No, you did. But yeah, really focus on feeling that. Focus on that mind-muscle connection. A lot of people, even when their form is right, they're still saying they don't feel it. This is one that I feel like you really have to get into it and feel the squeeze of those pecs. And our focus is upper chest, so we're gonna do low to highs today. We'll probably do 2 sets of 15 and 3 more sets of 10 going up. I like to pull just to get a low. You can see if it's heavy, man.
Before I bring both of them out there, let me see.
Yeah, let me make sure now. Open up.
Two more.
Ah. There you go. Focus on that squeeze and that upper pec. This one should be a good bit easier. We had a much longer rest. On that first one, we came straight from them.
Yeah.
The dumbbell. That cardio is a big mental health boost for me. And I had to catch myself. That's why I keep my fitness chart. I had to be real and ask myself, I'm not doing so good right now. What's the difference? And I look back at my chart. The only thing that was different was the cardio. So I started slipping my cardio back in there. I started feeling better again. That's why I keep that chart. So when something's off, I know exactly what's going on. What did I do on these days that had me feeling so good? I like to train for practical application, right? So I'll give you a perfect example. Right now, I could maybe jog a mile, 2 miles without stopping, right? And you might say, well, when will you ever be in a situation in real life when you need to do that? When I was playing college football, I'll never forget. And yeah, we had all our gear on. We were at practice one day, lightning struck the transformer, that jump blew up, electricity, static flying everywhere. Everybody takes off running. Our practice field was a good, it was like a good, it wasn't a mile, but it was a good little run from the locker room. So all the skill players, they out. I was playing D-line, we in the back like, I finally stopped. I was like, yeah, if I'm gonna die, bro. I really couldn't go any further. And it was funny back then, but now I be thinking like, yo, what if there's you telling me the difference between life and death might actually be my physical condition? Like, that's what I was saying about the pull-ups. Like, bro, I can't pull my own weight up. Like, what do you mean? No, boy.
You know what? All right.
Yeah,
all right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a tornado coming, and I'm like, well, it's been real, yo. Like, nah.
I can show on the other side.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, no, those are preventable things that I can realistically train for. So it's like, I'm just training to be able to handle any situation. Like, yo, that's a goofy situation, but hey. Word.
You're right. You never know when you gotta run for real. Like, I mean, you could be out somewhere. You know, the world is crazy, and somebody just do something crazy, and you got to get going.
Yeah, you got your wife and kids with you. They done took off. You got a burger in your hand. You walking through New York City with a slice of pizza. Somebody starts shooting.
Exactly.
Everybody take off. You like Go on without me. Take the.
I'm gonna enjoy this pizza.
Facts.
My last supper.
Hey, yo, bro, just let me finish the slice. No, boy, you gotta be able to handle yourself, man.
That's real. That's real.
Like, remember, I was 315 pounds not so long ago. Prior to that, I was like 305, 310 before gaining weight again in the summer. So this is like May. My wife's birthday is in June. I'm calling around to places. We like to go hiking, do stuff like that. Even when I was bigger, I was still always in pretty decent shape. Because I get up and I move a lot. And I'm calling this place. I get it set up. It was called Green River Adventures. Remember the one I showed the pictures and stuff? And so we did, waterfall trek. We rappelling down a thing. I done got it booked and all this stuff. I done paid the money. Something told me go look on the website. I go look. It says weight limit 300 pounds. I was like, yo, that's embarrassing, bro. Like, you mean to tell me? And of course, we still got to go. I called up. The dude was like, hey, it's fine. We put that weight restriction because most people that are your weight just can't fulfill the required. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be able to make it. He's like, you a former athlete. You should be all right. I said, boom, and I went and did it. But for me, it was that prideful thought that
looking.
Yeah, and it was just that prideful thought of like, here's something that I can control, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna stop my wife from having like something, like doing something that I know she would love, doing something that we're gonna remember for the rest of our lives. Cause I was greedy.
Yeah.
Cause I kept
Eating
too.
all that pizza.
All that pizza, all them burgers. Like, nah, man, you gotta. So
Self-control.
I say that to say, like, to wrap back to everything we were talking about in life, that self-control will take you far. Being in good physical shape will take you far. Because again, even though the weight requirement worked out, if I couldn't make it, yo, that trail was long.
Yeah.
That trail was long.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna go ahead and finish up with 2 sets to failure on these dips, whatever weight resistance you need, or no weight resistance. For my people trying to lose weight, you'll most likely need it. It'll be better to use it just because it's the end of the workout. You're already pretty exhausted. If you try to do dips to failure without the weight resistance, you probably won't get very many. You wanna be sitting somewhere around 10 to 15 reps on these. But of course it's to failure. So if you can do more than 10 to 15, just lower your resistance for the next set. So the failure does mean to failure, y'all. Until the muscle literally fails and you fall like I just did. No pain, no gain. Make sure that you have a slight forward lean so that you're targeting more of your chest and your triceps on it. Yes, sir. Failure means you shouldn't be able to lift yourself up even the last rep.